Hi everyone, in this video you'll learn what are CSS gradients and how they are used. CSS gradients, which are basically images, allow you to create smooth color transitions between multiple colors. There are three types of gradients in CSS. Linear gradients. Transition in a straight line, in any direction such as down, up, left, right, or diagonally. Radial gradients. Emanate outward from a central point, creating a circular or elliptical gradient. Conic gradients. Rotate around a central point, creating a gradient that transitions in a circular pattern. CSS linear gradients. To create a linear gradient, you must specify at least two color stops, which represent the colors to transition between. Additionally, you can set a starting point and define the direction or angle of the gradient. This is the syntax to specify a linear gradient in CSS. Now we'll look at some examples. Top to bottom. This is a default direction. This example demonstrates a linear gradient from top to bottom, starting with red, smoothly transitioning to green, as shown in this preview. Left to right. This example demonstrates a linear gradient from left to right, starting with red, smoothly transitioning to green, as shown in this preview. Diagonal. You can create a diagonal gradient by specifying both horizontal and vertical starting positions, as you can see in this code. And you can see the preview here. Using angles. For greater control over the gradient's direction, you can specify an angle instead of using predefined directions such as to bottom, to top, etc. An angle of 0 degree correspond to top, 90 degree correspond to right, and 180 degree correspond to bottom. This is the syntax for using angles to control the gradient's direction, and here is an example. This code specifies a linear gradient that starts at 180 degrees from top to bottom and transitions from red to green, as you can see in this preview. Using multiple color stops. You can also create gradients consisting of more than two colors. This example illustrates a linear gradient transitioning from top to bottom through three colors: red, blue, and green, as you can see in this preview. This example demonstrates how to create a top-to-bottom linear gradient with rainbow colors, as you can see in this preview. Using transparency. To add transparency, use the RGBA function to define the color stops. For example, this CSS code creates a linear gradient that transitions from fully transparent green on the left to fully opaque green on the right, as shown in this preview. Repeating a linear gradient. The repeating linear gradient function is used to repeat linear gradients, as you can see in this code. And you can see in this preview that the gradient is repeated throughout the element. CSS radial gradients. A radial gradient is centered around a specific point. To create a radial gradient, you need to specify at least two color stops. This is the syntax of radial gradients. By default, shape is ellipse, size is farthest corner, and position is center. Now we'll look at some examples. Evenly spaced color stops, which is default. This example illustrates a radial gradient with color stops that are evenly distributed, as you can see in this preview. Differently spaced color stops. This example demonstrates a radial gradient with color stops positioned at varying intervals, as you can see in this preview. Set shape. The shape parameter specifies the shape of the gradient and can be set to either circle or ellipse, with ellipse being the default. In this code, the shape of the gradient is set to circle, and you can see the preview here. Use of different size keywords. The size parameter determines the size of the radial gradient and can be set to one of following for values: closest side, farthest side, closest corner, and farthest corner. Now we'll look at each one of them with an example. Closest side. The gradient extends to the nearest edge of the element. As you can see in this code, this value sets the center of the gradient at 40% of horizontal width and 60% of vertical height of the HTML element. In this case, the left and bottom sides are closest to the center of the gradient. So, the gradient extends to the left and bottom sides. Farthest side. The gradient reaches the farthest edge of the element. As you can see in this code, this value sets the center of the gradient at 40% of horizontal width and 60% of vertical height of the HTML element. In this case, the top and right sides are farthest to the center of the gradient. So, the gradient extends to the top and right sides. Closest corner. The gradient extends to the closest corner of the element. As you can see in this code, this value sets the center of the gradient at 40% of horizontal width and 60% of vertical height of the HTML element. In this case, the bottom left corner is closest to the center of the gradient. So, the gradient extends to the bottom left corner. Farthest corner. The gradient stretches to the farthest corner of the element. As you can see in this code, this value sets the center of the gradient at 30% of horizontal width and 50% of vertical height of the HTML element. In this case, the top right corner is farthest to the center of the gradient. So, the gradient extends to the top right corner. Repeating a radial gradient. The repeating radial gradient function is used to repeat radial gradients. As you can see in this code, and you can see in this preview, that the radial gradient is repeated throughout the element. CSS Conic Gradients. A conic gradient features color transitions that rotate around a central point. To create a conic gradient, you need to specify at least two colors. This is the syntax to specify conic gradients. Now we'll look at some conic gradient examples. This example illustrates a conic gradient featuring three distinct colors: red, orange, and green. As you can see in this preview, this example illustrates a conic gradient featuring five distinct colors: red, orange, green, blue, and black. As you can see in this preview, this example illustrates a conic gradient featuring three distinct colors specified at 3 different degrees: red at 45 degrees, orange at 90 degrees, and green at 180 degrees. As you can see in this preview. Create pie charts. To make a conic gradient appear like a pie chart, simply add border radius 50% to a square HTML element. As you can see in this code. And you can see the preview here. In this example, we are using a conic gradient to create a pie chart, where we have specified different colors at different degrees. Red at 0 degrees and 90 degrees, orange at 90 degrees and 180 degrees, green at 180 degrees and 270 degrees, and blue at 270 degrees. And you can see the preview here. Conic gradient with specified from angle. The from angle specifies the angle by which the entire conic gradient is rotated. This example demonstrates a conic gradient with a from angle of 90 degrees. So, this gradient is rotated by 90 degrees. Conic gradient with specified apposition. The apposition defines the center point of the conic gradient. This example illustrates a conic gradient centered at 60% width and 40% height of the div element. As you can see in this preview. Repeating a conic gradient. The repeating conic gradient function is used to repeat conic gradients. As you can see in this code. And you can see in this preview that the conic gradient is repeated throughout the element. This was all about CSS gradients. Please check the video description for more information. Also, Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorial videos.